I saw you standing by the old bookstore, like a ghost I didn't have to chase anymore. The air turned thin and the street went quiet. My heart started staging a desperate riot. I spent 1,000 nights buried in the white, watching the embers of our bridges die. But here you are, with that same tilted head, bringing back every word that we never said. Oh, it's a lost love found again, a sudden sun in the middle of the rain. It's a beautiful terror, it's a heavy grace, to see my whole world in the lines of your face. I don't know if I'm healing or breaking apart, with this lost love beating in my hollow heart. Are we a second chance or a bitter end, now that I found you again? You look like a memory that learned how to breathe, while I'm still the person you had to leave. There's a scar on my spirit where you used to be, a map of the wreckage you left inside me. Do we pick up the pieces and try for a home, or is it safer to stay in the dark all alone? The coffee is steaming but my hands are like ice, wondering if forever can happen twice. I've mastered the silence, I managed the pain, I've walked through the fire and I've survived the rain. But one look from you and the walls start to fall, like I never learned how to be lonely at all. Found again, but are we lost? The ghost is real, whatever the cost. We finally threw the boxes in the corner of the garage. I thought the ghost of us was just a desert mirage. I slept through the night, I didn't wake up at 3. I thought I finally negotiated my soul back for free. But then I smelled your perfume on a stranger in the street, and the ground just turned to water underneath my feet. Oh, I lost hope again just when I found my breath. This moving on is a slow kind of death. I climbed out of the canyon, I saw the morning sun, but I'm back in the shadows before the day is done. The walls are closing in, the sky is turning gray. I've lost hope again, it just slipped away. It's the way the phone doesn't buzz on the nightstand anymore. It's the echo of a key that's not turning in the door. I'm a master of the maybe, I'm a student of the why, building castles in the sand just to watch the tide get high. They say the second time is easier, but they're lying through their teeth, because the scar is opening up to the road underneath. I'm tired of the almost, I'm tired of this room. I'm howling like a hollow dog at a cold and indifferent moon. Every step I take forward feels like 3 steps back. In a room full of color, I only see the black. Lost it again, the lights gone dim. Thought I was out, but I'm pulled back in. Lost it again, lost it again, lost it again, lost it again. The city's gone quiet, the streetlights are dim. I'm pouring a glass, filling grief to the brim. I told all my friends I was doing okay, that I'd finally washed all the memories away. But the clock on the mantle is ticking too slow, and there's nowhere left for this longing to go. The tears shed tonight have a story to tell of a heaven we built but turned into a hell. They've fallen like anchors, they're heavy and cold, for the secrets we kept and the lies that we told. I'm drowning in salt, I'm losing the light to the rhythm of the tears shed tonight. I found your old watch in the back of the drawer, still keeping the time of a life we don't live anymore. It's funny how silence can scream in your ears, echoing back through the valley of years. I'm a king of a castle made out of sand, watching it crumble at the touch of my hand. They say dry your eyes and just look ahead, but I'm haunted by every word that we said. The pillow is soaked and the room is a blur, missing the ghost of the person you were. Falling down without a sound, tears shed tonight. gas gauge is hovering on a hollow kind of E. Just like the ghost of the man I used to be. We've driven through the storms and we've climbed the highest peak, but the engine's finally failing and the frame is feeling weak. I'm looking in the rear view at the dust we left behind, searching for a reason that I'll never really find. And we've reached the bitter end of a road underneath the heavy soul-crushing load. No more maps to follow, no more turns to take, just the sound of the glass as the promises break. The white lines have vanished in the cold midnight snow. There's nowhere left for two broken hearts to go. I'm standing by the shoulder while the world rushes by, watching all the forevers start to wither and die. The headlights are dimming and the radio is static. Our love was a classic, now it's just problematic. I'd offer you a ride, but we're headed different ways, lost in the wreckage of our better days. I thought this highway went on forever and a day. I didn't see the dead-end sign until you walked away. Now the pavement is cracked and the sky is turning black, and there's no U-turn that can never bring us back. At the end of the road, where the wild weeds grow, bitter and cold. The story's been told. The story's been told. I'm sipping coffee, nodding at the things you say. Just a normal person on a normal Tuesday. Nobody sees the ceiling start to crack and peel, or the way the floor is spinning like a carnival wheel. I've mastered the art of the I'm doing fine smile, while I'm running from the wreckage mile after mile. There's a silent storm in heart tonight, raging out of you, way out of sight. The thunder's in my chest, but the room is perfectly still. I'm fighting back a flood against my own damn will. Lightning strikes in secret, tearing through the dark, leaving nothing but the ashes of a dying spark. Your name is a pressure quiet kind of violence, a soundless hurricane, washing out the colors till there's only gray and rain. They ask me why I'm quiet, why I'm staring at the wall, but how do I explain the way I'm learning how to fall? If I open up my mouth, the clouds would all break through, and I'd drown the whole world in the memory of you. No wind in the trees, just me on my knees. Quietly I break. I've been holding my breath in the dark for so long, trying to find where the melody went wrong. I kept the porch light on, even through the rain, like a fool who's grown addicted to the flavor of the pain. But the wick is burning down, and the shadows start to creep, and I'm losing all the promises I swore that I would keep. I'm losing hope, like a sunset loses light, just a flickering candle in the middle of the night. I reach for your ghost till my fingers turn to blue, but there's nothing left to harvest in this field of me and you. The anchor's dragging heavy, and the shore is out of scope. I'm tired of the climbing, I'm losing hope. In the hallway is a heavy velvet shroud. I'm screaming out your name, but I'm never loud enough. I see a blurred signature on the letter by the bed. 1,000 I love yous, then I feel better left unsaid. My heart is a house with the windows boarded tight. I've stopped looking for the morning in the middle of this fight. They say that faith can move a mountain if you try, but I'm buried in the rubble, watching vultures in the sky. There's no maybe left to cling to, no someday left to see, just the cold hard truth of what you've done to me. Letting go of the losing hope. It's a long way down, silently I drown. The asphalt's cooling down on 5th and Main, but I can still smell the heat before the rain. We were neon bright under a boardwalk moon, thinking August wouldn't end a day too soon. And all the sand is in my pockets, and the salt is in my eyes, just a lingering taste of those strawberry skies. Oh, it's a faded summer love, washing out to sea, just a Polaroid of who we used to be. The tan lines are gone and the nights are getting long, and I'm still humming the chorus of our favorite song. You were a golden hour that I couldn't hold. Now the fire's gone gray and the wind's blowing cold. The carnival is packed and the lights are down. There's a heavy kind of quiet in this coastal town. I saw your old car by the pier last night. For a second, everything felt almost right, but the sea was empty and the radio was dead. Just a million words that we never quite said. Summer's alive with a beautiful face, leading you on at a breathtaking pace. Then the leaves start to turn and the shadows get tall, and you're left with nothing but the sting of the fall fading away, like the sun on the waves. Just a summer love I couldn't say. So the moon is raining heavy on the window pane, tracing silver patterns through the streaks of rain. I'm walking through the rooms where we used to laugh. Now I'm just a ghost in a photograph. I haven't moved your keys from the wooden step, still waiting for the touch of a vanished hand. And the tears fall softly like the morning dew on a heart that's still breaking from the loss of you. No thunder, no lightning, just a quiet goodbye, like a feather that's falling from a leaning sky. I'm drowning in silence, I'm drifting away while the tears fall softly at the end the day. They say that moving on is a simple lie, that they don't see the cracks in a hollow heart. I'm wearing your shirt just to feel the ghost of the version of us that I miss the most. The clock on the wall has a hollow ring. I'm just a winter bird waiting for the spring. I didn't see the storm till the sky went gray. I didn't feel the cold till you walked away. Now the salt is on my lips and the ache is in my chest, giving this tired soul a permanent rest. Softly they fall like shadows on the wall, just a quiet rain washing out the pain. Tears fall softly. Tears fall softly. I still reach for your hand when the light starts to fade, stumbling through the ghosts of the plans that we made. The coffee's gone cold and the silence is loud, just a shadow of us in a wandering crowd. I'm tracing the outlines of where you should be, but the space in the bed is a vast open sea. Oh, this lost love is a heavy weight to bear, like a melody trapped in the cold winter air. I'm a map with no north, I'm a bird with no sky, still asking the stars for a reason why. You're the heartbeat I hear when the world goes still, a hole in my soul that no stranger can fill. Your sweater's still hanging behind the front door, a souvenir from a life I don't live anymore. I see your reflection in windows of rain, a flicker of joy through a window of pain. They say time is a healer, a thief and a friend, but it's just a long road with a bitter end. I trade every tomorrow for one yesterday, to find the right words that I failed to say. But the ink has all dried and the pages are torn. I'm just a hollow shell, weathered and Just a whisper in the dark, a dying ember, searching for a spark. I'm standing in the kitchen where the light used to glow, but the pilot light's out and it's starting to snow. I reach for the sweater you left on the chair, but there's nothing but frost in the midwinter air. I used to be fire, I used to be gold. Now I'm just a story that's already been told.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The ice is thickening on the windows of my soul. I'm a broken machine that's lost all control. You took all the heat when you walked out the door, and I don't think I'll ever feel warm anymore. On the back of my neck, just a beautiful ship that's become a cold wreck. I'm walking on glass that's turned into sleet, with a heavy metal rhythm in the pulse of my beat. My breath is a cloud in this empty whole space. I'm forgetting the curve and the lines of your face. They slow it out and just give it some time, but the mountain I'm climbing is covered in rime. The shivering stops when the feeling goes numb. I'm just waiting for the winter to finally be done. Cold, so cold, like a stone in the road. Watching the blue, turning away from you. The alarm clock screams at a wall that doesn't care. I'm breathing in the dust of the words still hanging there. I pour a cup of coffee and I stare at the steam, caught in the static of a half-forgotten dream. I put on my coat and I lace up my shoes, but I'm just a body with nothing left to lose. Oh, it's a hollow life, echoing and wide, like a vacant house with no one left inside. I'm a paper heart in a hurricane of gray, just watching all the colors slowly fade away. The silence is away, the shadows are a knife. I'm I'm just a ghost living this whole life. I see my own reflection in the grocery store glass, a stranger in the crowd watching all the happy pass. I've got a "how are you" ready on the tip of my tongue, but the air in my lungs feels heavy and unspun. My calendar is empty, but the days feel so long, like a scratched up record playing the wrong song. They say fill the void with a hobby or a friend, but how do you fix a road that's hit a dead end? I'm tapping on my chest and it sounds like a drum, waiting for the feeling, but it never starts to come. Echoes in the hall, shadows on the wall. Hollow, hollow. Nothing left to feel, nothing left that's real. The street lights flicker in the same old way. The neighbors are arguing across the bay. I watch the milk expire in the fridge door, a small reminder I don't live for us anymore. I put on my mask and I head to the train, standing in the center of a soundless rain. The world is a movie I'm watching go by, while I'm just a ghost with a dry, aching eye. And this broken life goes on, ready or not, in the middle of the mess and the things I forgot. The sun doesn't care that my heart's into, it just keeps rising like it always used to do. I'm picking up the pieces in the morning light, surviving the day just to lose to the night. Steady and heavy, I'm moving along in a broken life that keeps going on. They ask how I'm doing and I say I'm alright, while I'm checking my phone in the dead of the night. The silence is a pressure I can't quite release, a war in my blood that's pretending it's peace. I'm buying the bread and I'm paying the rent, wondering where all the forever went. It's the cruelest of jokes that the clock doesn't stop, even when you're falling from the highest mountain top. I'm tired of the people who say time is a friend, when I'm standing at the edge of a bitter road's end. If I stop for a second, the cracks will all show. So I keep on walking with nowhere to go. Life goes Steam is rising from the grates on 7th Street. A rhythmic ghost beneath the passing of 1,000 feet. I'm leaning on a lamppost, watching yellow cabs fly by. Blurred reflections of the neon-colored light. I used to have a jacket that could keep out any storm, but your memory is a window and I can't get warm. Oh, it's a cold night in the city, and the wind has got a name. It's whispering the secrets of a love that died in flame. The skyscrapers are tombstones reaching for a blacker sky, while I'm just a stranger watching all the forevers die. Concrete under my boots and iron in my soul. On a cold night in the city, I'm losing all control. The diner lights are flickering, a sad and lonely blue. Every empty booth is a painting of and you. I see a couple laughing while they're crossing at the light, and I have to turn away from the shadow of the sight. The sirens are a choir for the broken and the lost, counting up the minutes and the heavy, heavy cost. They say the city never sleeps, but I think it's just a lie. It's just staring at the pavement, waiting for the sun to try. I'm a needle in a haystack, I'm a ripple in the rain, just a local boy, girl, dancing with the ghost of the pain. Midnight on the clock, a cold night in the city. Iced on every block, cold night in the city. I'm still here, but you're nowhere. Coffee's cold and the kitchen light is humming. I didn't see the end, I didn't see it coming. I'm staring at your picture till the edges start to blur, missing the us and the person that you were. Now there's a silence that's louder than a scream, waking up slowly from a broken-hearted dream. And a bitter teardrop falls like acid on my skin, a tiny little river for the state I'm in. It tastes like the salt of 1,000 goodbyes, falling from the wreckage of these hollowed out eyes. to say. One bitter teardrop washing it all away. I found your keys in the pocket of my coat, a heavy kind of anchor that's keeping me afloat. I remember the laughter, but the sugars turned to lime. Just a victim of the distance and a casualty of time. Every promise that we whispered is a shadow on the floor, and I'm just a stranger knocking on a locked up door. They say that time is a healer, but I think it's just a thief, stealing all the color and leaving only grief. I'm reaching for the surface, but I'm sinking in the gray, letting every drop of you slowly slip away. Bitter and cold, the story already told. One drop, then two, still crying over you. Bitter. I'm clearing out the space you used to fill, but the ghost of your laughter is lingering still. I stopped checking my phone for a light in the dark, knowing there's no one to ignite the spark. That maybe tomorrow has turned into never, and I'm learning the weight of a broken forever. It's a bitter truth to face in the morning light, that you're not coming home at the end of the night. No more I'm sorry, no more wait and see, just the cold hard distance between you and me. I'm swallowing the glass of a love gone to waste, choking on the bitter truth I have to face. Your name is a salt stain on the tip of my tongue, a heavy metal rhythm in a song that's been unsung. I see a new life in the photos they post, while I'm still here dancing with a memory's ghost. The world didn't end when you walked out that door, but I don't recognize who I am anymore. I can hide in the shadows, I can drink in the rain, but there's no enough anesthesia to dull this kind of pain. I'm looking in the mirror at a stranger's tired eyes, stripping off of our beautiful lies. The truth is out. No more doubt. Bitter and deep. I promise I couldn't keep. Facing it now. Facing it I'm standing on the platform where the yellow lines meet, feeling the vibration of the city at my feet. I watched it turn the corner, just a jacket in the rain, a tiny silhouette against the backdrop of the pain. I'm squinting at the distance, trying to hold the frame, but the fog is rolling in and I've forgotten how to claim the version of you that was clear as the day. And now I'm standing at the fading sideline where your world ends and I'm losing mine. You're a flicker in the dark, you're a shadow in the gray, a masterpiece of memory that's washing all away. I reach for the horizon, but my vision's gone blind, leaving every us and every we behind at the fading sideline. Your face is getting blurry, like a picture in the sun. A million frames of movies that have finally all run. I used to know the rhythm of the way you used to walk, and now it's just a ghost of a ghost in the way people talk. I'm checking the rear view, but the road is only dust, a casualty of distance and a casualty of trust. The closer I get, the further you go. They say the horizon is just a beautiful trick, a promise made of water when the air is getting thick. I kept my eyes open till the salt began to sting. Now I'm just a witness to the end of everything. Losing focus, losing the view, losing focus, losing focus, losing the view, losing focus, just a blur where I once saw you. Fading, fading. Walking down the street where the neon used to burn, watching for a shadow at every single turn. The diner's still open, but the booth is feeling cold, like a silver screen story that's getting gray and old. I see your reflection in the window of the bar, but it's just a trick of light from a passing car. Now I'm living in a ghost town, haunted by your name. just whispering the same. The silence is a hollow wind blowing through the hall. I'm just a lonely stranger in a city built to fall. You took the heart and the heat and the sound and left me in the ruins of this ghost town. There's a heavy kind of quiet in the house we used to share. I can still smell the coffee and your perfume in the air. I haven't moved the boxes or the keys beside the door, waiting for a footstep that won't echo anymore. My heart is a tumbleweed, my soul is a wreck, with a goodbye noose tightening round my neck. They say get out of Dodge and just find someone new, but every road I take only leads me back to you. The windows are boarded and the spirit is gone. I'm just a hollow man waiting for the dawn. Nothing but dust, nothing but rust, just the wind and the might have been. I'm staring at the phone like it's a loaded gun, counting all the damage that we've already done. Her laughter is a ghost that I've been trying to keep, but it's a heavy kind of secret that I shouldn't have to read. My knuckles are white from gripping the edge, standing on the bricks of a broken down ledge, and it's time to let her go like a breath in the cold, before this heavy story gets a chance to get old. My fingers are shaking as I loosen the tie, watching all the forever start to wither and die. It's a soul-crushing way to finally be free, to let her go and find what's left of me. What's left of me? I walk through the kitchen and I don't see a ghost, just the empty space where I miss her the most. The perfume is fading from the pillow on the bed. I'm clearing out the maybes inside of my head. I used to be a harbor, now I'm just the open sea, letting the current take what isn't meant for me. It's not about the anger, it's not about the pride, it's about the hollow feeling that I'm carrying inside.